no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will go to work first. It can catch people off guard, but one of the most intense, fiercest rivalries in the country in the Beehive State. BYU and Utah continue to prove why everyone ought to pay attention. Cougars trailed at 21-10 at the half and won on a field goal with 3 seconds left.
And it was BYU that capitalized on a lot of Utah mistakes, especially in the second half of that game. 2 costly turnovers by the Utes helped BYU score 12 unanswered in the second half, including a game-winning field goal, David, as time expired.
Well, and that game-winning drive had a little bit of drama, too. Remember the 4th down holding call? Not a lot of likes about that call. Not a lot of like between these two teams. A lot of hatred. It's always a fun matchup. We're in store for a good game.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Erickson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself estimated, it's a running room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback.
He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
So the Utah Utes offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
Man, I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And he missed it. No good. So the score remains 3-9.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down.
If you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move, it's Martin. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That's caught. It's Mockmeyer. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Dampier. Using his legs to buy some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the...
Turning it on! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights, and that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got an open man. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hagan. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking to buy time. Complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Here comes the hurry up. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He makes the grab. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Got a man, it's Bray. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He'll pull it down and run. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need
strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Utes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on fourth down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught near the sticks. It's Montmire. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of knowing. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Boom. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Utes can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Utes are rolling down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Spaces. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position and get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
The Utes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
Takes the easy one to the back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air. It's Retzlaff. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throws toward the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they are looking to tack just a few more points onto this lead late. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.